Medpa Aesthetic Services that we offer here at Plaza Aesthetics and Wellness are facial treatments. We offer hydrofacial MD. We also offer chemical peels. We have estheticians that also perform lash and brow treatments. The most common procedure in terms of aesthetic procedures that we perform is hydrofacial MD. That is a medical service where we use a handheld device to perform the facial. We do offer a membership for our hydrofacial MD, and that's one of the reasons it's also really popular. The most common patient complaint that would lead us to recommend hydrofacial MD may be anti-aging, acne, active acne. We could also recommend hydrofacial for anti-aging, active acne, dryness to the skin. It could be pore size, it could be hyperpigmentation, among other various concerns. So that's one of our main goals here at Plaza Aesthetics and Wellness. We definitely are treating patient concerns, but we also want to empower them to feel as comfortable and confident in the skin that they're in. For our aesthetic procedures, there's no topical numbing, there's no injectable numbing. These are all procedures that are done without any sort of anesthesia. One of our biggest concerns is hyper or hypopigmentation or scarring. That can happen if a procedure is done incorrectly. So that's something we often have to ease our patient's mind about. We always recommend that you go to a physician-owned and operated medical spa. Then those individuals are much more highly trained, a licensed esthetician, licensed nurses, also licensed physicians performing treatments. But if, God forbid, there is an adverse reaction or an adverse event, you would be able to see immediately in a timely fashion, and your concern would be taken care of instead of trying to figure out who to go to or what to do in that process. We do not recommend that you would do any sort of procedure like this in your living room. For hydrofacial MD, you have to be a physician's office to carry that specific hydrofacial. There are other hydrofacials that do not have the MD component. They have a lower percentage of glycolic acid. We can also go up on the suction and treat patients' pore size or also help with their exfoliation. Anytime you have an individual that's not licensed, you should be of utmost concern. We do see that on occasion. I'd prefer, obviously that we're seeing new patients coming through the door, but we always want to make sure that patients are being taken care of. This is another reason that you always want to go to a licensed professional. And in the med spa world, especially in Kansas City here on the Missouri side, we kind of call it the Wild West of med spa, where there are many people that can perform injections, but not necessarily something I would recommend. You really want the highest level of care, and that's something that would be provided by a physician-owned and operated medical spa.